What's up? We wanted to talk about this very brief video, very not, very laid back. So this video, because I wanted to make a topic about it and hear it all the time. It was on a panel, and something I hear a lot of pro-choicers say is when they say, "Well, abortion isn't murder because legally it's not counted as murder," right? This is, of course, nonsensical for a few reasons, for really two main reasons, right? Number one is murder, like many words in the English language and many words in other languages, murder has multiple definitions, right? So, yeah, the legal definition of murder is unlawful taking of life, right? A human life, right? But the philosophical definition of murder has been interpreted for like thousands of years as the unjustified taking of life, right? Of a human life, right? It is analytically true. So in the definition, murder is always unjustified, right? So it's nonsensical to say it's not murder for that reason, because we're not talking about the legal definition, right? We're talking about the moral definition. For example, the Third Reich, when the Third Reich's regime was in power in Nazi Germany, right? And he committed the Holocaust, even though the Holocaust was legally sanctioned in their country, right? We would say what they did was unjustified. Therefore, murder. There you go. Even though it was legal. Now, some people will say, well, it violated human rights, associations around the world, right? That's fine. But in the context of that specific country, the Holocaust was legal and it was unjustified. So there you go. It's murder under that definition. Just like when pro-choicers say it's not a child, right? Which is obviously nonsensical. It is a child by definition, by the relational term of offspring to parents. They have parents, they're created by parents, and they're the offspring, child, son or daughter of those parents. The most recent descendant, I would say, right? So just like in child, just like the definition child I just explained, the definition of murder has multiple definitions, and that's the topic that we're talking about, right? So I think it's brain rot to say it's not murder for that reason. Number two is, even under that reason, it's technically still wrong. So as I explained in a previous video, abortion is still legal in all 50 states for the woman because she can get the pill, right? But like I said, I'm going to read every specific law in all 50 states on YouTube. I'm going to do that. But there are some states where the doctors can lose their license, right? And they can possibly be fined, I believe. I think they can possibly go to jail for at least 5 years, I think. I think in some states, like I think Texas, for example, I'm not sure if it's Texas specifically. I think if you aid a woman with getting an abortion, I think you can be charged, right? If a man slips an abortion pill to a woman, if she doesn't know, right? I think a man can be charged for murder in that case. So even under that definition, to say, number one, it's a category error because we're talking about morals. Number two, if you were to talk about legality, it would still be wrong because technically it's not murder for the woman, but under the scenarios I explain, it is, at least the clinics, right? In those specific states, the clinics are not allowed to do elective abortions. In those specific states, they're closed. It's against the law to do them electively, at least the doctors. So there you go. Murder has multiple definitions. There you go.